Alright, I'm back with another replay. I believe this was played in the ACS, AGT BLS Championship Series. This is Brownballa playing against NB96. I don't know who Brownballa is, but Insidious posted this replay and called it Comeback of the Year. So I have high expectations of this game. So it would appear we're playing some warrior variant. We're playing against NB96, who hit our pot of greed with their delinquent duo. That's unfortunate. And Brambola decided to send the swordsman. That's fair, because we have the Blade Knight, so we only keep one of those. So I believe we should lead with the Graceful here. And here I think we should just discard Exile Force and Reaper, seeing as Breaker is busted, back row is necessary, and Blade Knight is useful. We decided to get rid of the Blade Knight, prioritizing using the Exile Force on the set monster, I would assume. I mean, that's fair. So set 2 pass. Time seal. Wow. Okay. So I guess we just summon the breaker and try to run the set over. Decides to hold on to the breaker. I think that's a bit worse. And NB96 has the pot of greed. We decide to solemn the Magician of Faith. Sure, but we're so far behind here. Right, that's a good one. Here I think we should summon the breaker bow. So now we summon the breaker bow we didn't last time. I'm not really sure what has changed. This feels a bit inconsistent. It could be that we had to read that, oh, that's the Magician of Faith, so I want to solemn it. And now it's not the Magician of Faith, but seems a bit weird to me. So we flip the dust shoot immediately, I believe. Right, so let's see. So we have Thunder Dragon, the Koichi, Night Assailant, Serpent, and the Judgment. So we decided not to send back the Thunder Dragon. So we're just trying to brick them with discard fodder. I mean, the Chaos Sorcerer would be amazing here, obviously. So likely we're just going to set the Koichi or the Night Assailant. Probably the Assailant, seeing as we have so much discard fodder already, and we want to be able to set their Solemn Judgment. So we're just forced to run it over. We're going to trade. I think we hold on to the Heavy Storm. Maybe I'm wrong. And here I think we set the Storm pass. I could also hold on to it. Decides to set the Sacred Armor, so Brambola is willing to play it slow here. Oh, wow, that's just absurd. Yeah, NB96 has had such a nut draw here. So do we flip the Sacred Armor? I think not. I think we try and rely on a top deck warrior to run over the Dekoichi for us. Wow, at least we have the Torrential. So we discarded Serpent Thunder Dragon. So their hand for now is basically all we know is a Thunder Dragon, right? Yeah. I think we set the Storm Pass. Decides not to set the Storm. That's also fine. So we Sakuretsu the Chaos Sorcerer here. But we're just going to Judgment and then we're dead. Yeah. Right, so we lost the first game. Now we're on the play. I don't think we did much wrong. Let's go Pot of Greed. I always find this a bit tricky, what to do in the first turn as a warrior. I would assume NB96 has sided out their nobleman, but nowadays it's quite popular to play some amount of flips, either in the main deck or in the side deck as the warrior player, so maybe people are catching up and keeping their nobleman in, but I wouldn't bet on it, so I would probably set the Jade Warrior Lady. But I mean, summoning it is also fine. Passing as well. I would probably not set anything behind it. Just set the Warrior Lady pass. Because Breaker is so awkward. This has set the Mirror Force. So if Breaker pops the Mirror Force, we try to run it over with the Kaiku, and the Breaker does not run over our GD Warrior Lady. So that's fair. Right? So yeah, this is often what happens to me as well. I just summon a warrior to make use of my normal summon, and then my Blade Knight is bad. Here I think we flip the GD Warrior Lady, summon the Kaiku, and play Nobleman. If we want, we can play around Mirror Force and not flip the GD Warrior Lady. So I think we start out with summoning the Kaiku. Goes for Nobleman immediately. I don't really understand why we didn't insert the Kaiku there. Seeing as if we summon Kaiku before we use the Nobleman, we play around Torrential. And we don't have to flip the Leader War Lady, so we're also playing around Mirror Force. It could make a case that the Kaiku is valuable enough that we want to protect it and save it for later. So now we're vulnerable to Breaker. I guess we set the Torrential. That's an amazing graceful. Yep. So Torrential has really been working out for Brownballa here. This match so far. Which is a card that most people have cut from their warrior lists. Okay, some people have cut from their warrior lists. I don't think people have universally agreed whether or not it should be played at this point. So Kaiko obviously godlike here if it connects. And we're just going to Solemn. Yep, pass. Yeah, Summon Blade Knight attack. Didn't shuffle. Alright, so I think we let that one through. They disagree. That's fair. Why did we flip the Jar of Greed last? That doesn't make much sense to me. Right. So here I would go for a smashing ground. See what happens. Summon Kaiko and attack. Summons the tribe instead. Makes sense. Once again, we didn't shuffle our hand. So we summon tribe here because we don't really have any discard fodder. And we want to save the Kaiko for when we can get a hit in with it. Also, Kaiko is actually lethal, and tribe is not. So that's a thing. Here I would set the Secret Armor, but you can also hold on to it, seeing as the link with Duel isn't that great with such a low life total. So NV is playing around Trap Dust Shoot here, which this card can't be, but whatever. Might as well. So Summon Kaiku must be correct here, right? So what are our options? Okay, those are our only options. Uh, I mean, we must set the call, right? Yeah, sets both. Seeing as the set on the opposing side is the Solemn Judgment. Yeah, I think we summon Blade Knight, and if there's a Mirror Force, that's unfortunate. Does Ash attack like that? Sure. Right. So do we go for a Call of the Haunted play here with the Kaiku or even the Did War Lady? I think Kaiku makes a lot of sense, but Did War Lady does as well. I mean, Kaiku threatens lethal, so that's probably better. Decides against it. I don't really understand that. Alright. BLS. Sweet. So I think we summon that. Decides not to, playing around, I suppose, Torrential. Yeah, sure, but okay, that does make sense. That's also why we wouldn't use the call last turn, because of Torrential. We could have it here, I guess. But man, I really want to use call. But I guess the consistent play is not to here. So why do we do it now? It doesn't make much sense to me. On attack declaration. That's a quite crafty line from NB, preserving their solemn. Sure. We have to do something here. Alright, we got there. Nice. On the draw with yet another excellent hand. I would lead it with Pot of Greed. And summon Swordsman attack. Why do we go for the nobleman there? I think that's a mistake. Why not just try and hit with the swordsman first? Do not understand that one. So now we attack directly with the Kaiku. How is this any better? So here, I think we set two, Sakuretsu and Dust Tornado. They agree. Do we dust here? Yeah, I would dust. Okay. So summon swordsman, attack with both. Pray there's no heavy mirror force. Alright, so yeah, I think I agree just passing here. Nice, we got there. So should we play around Torrential and Mirror Force? I don't really want to Heavy Storm because it could be a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, but it's almost always going to be a Sakuretsu armor here, so I think we should. I don't see any reason to flip the Kaiku before using the Heavy Storm. I mean, it could be Ring. So yeah, we'll go for Don Salug, I suppose. I mean, we don't have a light. You could go for Blade Knight, but I think Don Salug is quite good here. They agree. And I think we set the Sakuretsu armor. Yeah. So you could say that this leaves us weak to Breaker, but it actually is better against Breaker, because this way there's no way for the Breaker to run over the Kaiku. Flip the Saku here, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, Saku isn't looking very good against this flip, Chaos Flip strategy that NB6 is playing. But they are playing Tsukiyomi, so yeah, sure. So, do we know that is Serpent? I don't think we do, right? I don't think we have seen it. I might be wrong. Regardless, we attack. If we don't know, we might as well set our cards before attacking to play around the Morphin Jar. But no, whatever. Hopefully we don't get Pro Stormed here. Could have held on to the Torrential, but I think that's a bit too defensive. So, Rota for the Warlord, I suppose? Oh, cool. Yeah, sure. And I think we attack with both. I mean, the set card could be Mirror Force, and in that case, switching the Dawn to defense makes sense, but no, I think we attack with both. Judgment on the Jittery War Lady. Cool. Makes sense. So we're in a great spot here. Okay, so pretty much any warrior is going to get us there. That's also a good one, though. Decides to use the Dust Tornado now, which I agree with, to play on Breaker. You could also make a case that we should save it in case we set something. because that makes pretty much all our top decks lethal. But I think we can play this slow. Their hand is so bad. That's a good one. So their hand is double Thunder Dragon and Serpent, so there were no good hits there. And finally the Kaiku. So yeah, summon, attack with both, lead with the Kaiku I guess, in case of a Tsukiyomi. And their hand is Thunder Dragon. Yeah, we swing. Okay, set the Judgment. Their hand is Serpent Thunder Dragon. I think we set the Typhoon. Yeah, we hold on to the book so that we have space for reinforcements. I mean, I guess we can throw reinforcements, but because we've already used it. But you get the point. Graceful Charity, Delinquent stuff. Here, I think I would set the call. Yeah, I think I would MST that. Yeah, we agree. So flip the call, bring back Mystic Swordsman, run over the set, then new set. Yeah. Decides to play it slow. PLS. That's a good one. I would summon that and banish the one of the sets. I'm leaning towards the Serpent, seeing as the other set hasn't flipped, but it could really be anything. I guess it's quite likely to be a Night Assailant, but it could also be a Fae. I don't think that's unreasonable. Yeah, maybe we banish the newer set. We go for the Serpent, also reasonable. So, what do we do here? I guess we just pass. I'm a bit scared of Faith flipping up, grabbing Snatch, but I don't think it's an actual issue. Could set the book. Don't think we need to. I think we just pass. So why do we use the call here? Are we not scared of Mirror Force or Torrential? Seems a bit weird. Anyway, we target the Swordsman, right? But why is our BLS in attack mode? That makes little sense to me. Do we Judgment here? I think not. Maybe we do? No. So now we can set the book. Yeah. Could have Judgmented. Yeah. I mean, not Judgmenting I think is probably slightly better, but... So we set the Thunder Dragon. Alright. That's actually nice. So we don't Judgment there because our Snatch still is lethal. But now we set the Thunder Dragon so it's not. It's kinda cool. So... Also, you could definitely argue that we should have sided Snatch out. Set Judgment pass. You could hold on to it to keep space. I would want it down there to protect us. Yep, we agree. Summon Blade Knight attack the new set. Decides to go for the old set that we know is a Thunder Dragon. I don't understand that. Why not go for the new one? I think that's just a horrendous decision. Now we have to Judgment the Faith. Feels bad. I don't know that we had to. It's likely going to grab Snatch, which we trade for with a book. I mean, okay. Yeah, I think this judgment is wrong. Alright, we swing. I think we just pass without setting the Mirror Force. We don't need to play around Delinquent Duo. Okay, we set the Force. That's fine. Now we don't have space for a premature. Yeah, feels bad, man. Um, ooh, we could have prematured BLS. Yeah, I mean, we could just waste the book in order to make that play. I don't think that's unreasonable. That might just be the play now. I mean, we're playing this so slow. We're giving them so much time. I think this is a bit unnecessary. But maybe I'm too hasty. I mean, they can't flip ring. Like, we're in such a tough spot here. Come on. Flip the book. Go for the throat. Let's do it. Nope. Refuses. I think that is fine. Because the mask itself doesn't do anything right now. Okay. They disagree. But I mean, from here we could lose. We could just like heavy storm or snow. There's the heavy storm. Ah, feels so bad. Okay, so what now? I mean, we can't lose from here, surely. So premature. I mean, if they had BLS there, we would have just lost. Yeah, I think we played this really poorly. Okay, so premature the BLS and swing. At that point, the only card keeping them alive is Mirror Force. And then we have the Chaos Sorcerer, which we can summon to defend ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I would have gone for it. So now we just need to make sure that we don't lose to Black Luster Soldier off the top. But that's not so simple, right? I guess we premature the Kaiku. Yeah, that's the line. There's no snatch to worry about. Oh, we just passed? No, why did you just pass? Oh, this is so bad. Oh no, okay. That was awful. Okay. Thanks for this game. That was posted in the Format Library Goat format chat during the tournament. It was posted by Insidious, so thank you Insidious for sharing this one. Um, I don't want to be too harsh on Brownballa. They're a newer player, I believe, and there are so many decisions to be made in these games, and it's so easy to go wrong. I think this time they got the better of themselves. Um, but yeah, this was an amazing match. Thanks for this one.